Adair?
Here.
Bailey?
Here.
McLennan?
Here.
Noah?
Here.
Philip?
Here. Citizens appear? All right. I'd like to add 2 items to the agenda under new business. B, water tower lease agreements. And new business item C, setting the public hearing for the Consumers Energy franchise. That, next item is the approval or correction of the minutes from October 17th.
I'll motion it as presented.
Support?
Yeah.
Motion support on the minutes from October 17th. Is there any discussion? Not, roll call please.
Adair?
Yes.
Bailey?
Yeah.
McLennan?
Yes.
Noah?
Yes.
Philip?
Yes. Court treasurer report.
Just Bill.
Just the bills. Questions on them?
I'll make a motion that we authorize payment of the bills and allow the mayor to sign an amount of $124,592.79.
Support.
I'll support.
Motion support. If there's no further discussion, roll call please.
Bailey?
Yes.
McLennan?
Yes.
Noah?
Yes.
Adair?
Yes.
Philip?
Yes. City manager.
Nothing, Tom, unless there's
Okay.
questions.
Any questions on Joe's written report? Not, we'll move on. Commissioners, liaisons, mayor, congratulations to the volleyball team on a successful season. Fortunately, they fell just a little bit short, but it's a fantastic year nonetheless. And thank you and congratulations to those council members and mayor candidates who showed interest and ran for the seats. It's appreciated that we all take an interest in our communities that way, so thank you. No unfinished business. Under new business, item A is staffing. We had a workshop this evening. The manager went over some proposed solutions to some of the staffing issues we had. I think we were all in agreement that we should allow Joe to proceed on the path he's outlined. Hiring the part-time water superintendent and adding additional duties to the harbor master as well. So, that being said, I'd entertain a motion to approve the budget amendments and authorize Joe to proceed. Is there a figure on that, Joe? Shouldn't we have a figure on 51,000?
Well, that's for a full year, so we're going to be increasing the budget for the 2 positions for the balance of this year, which is what you're talking about, by a total of $27,500.
Thank you.
I'll make that motion.
Support. Motion support. Any further discussion? Not, roll call please.
Rose McLennan and Bailey?
Bayless.
Yes.
Correct.
McLennan?
Yes.
Noah?
No.
Adair?
Yes.
Bailey?
Yes.
Philip?
Yes. Thank you. First item we added was water tower lease agreements. A number of organizations, or maybe just one, have been inundating Joe with requests to rework the water tower lease agreements we have, particularly with AT&T.
The current lease we have with AT&T expires 2020.
I think that triggers the last 5-year option.
Okay.
And then be 50%.
But the company could potentially opt out in 2020. Okay, so right now they're paying, I don't know, over $22,000 a year is what we're getting paid by AT&T to be on the water tower. SpeedNet is gone, that's their sole lessee. And so what you have is this company, which is Landmark Dividends. The letter is pretty lengthy, but in essence what they're trying to do is give you a chunk of change, and there's proposals ranging from $174,870 up to $220,000. Two of them are for 420 months, 2 of them are for ever, in essence. And again, at $22,000 forever, that would be something that we would in essence, the rent never changed, maybe 10 years. Beside that, again, this isn't a tower built for telecommunications, it's a water tower built for drinking water. And right now, before the lessee could add anything, we'd have our expert, who's Dixon, come in and determine whether or not what they're doing is safe and is gonna put undue pressure on the water tower. I personally don't like the idea of a third party being in the middle of any of this. The additional revenue is great, but again, the primary is that water tower needs to be safe and it needs to last a very long time.
You want a motion to deny it?
We can, but let me go through the second one.
Do
The
we have to
second,
do anything?
what's that?
Do we have to do anything?
No, and I wasn't even gonna put this on the agenda, which is why you didn't have it, but basically the guy called me, he wanted to know the process. If I make you a proposal, you know, there must be a board, it's gotta get to the board, when would the board next meet? And so this apparently, if I look through it, has a sunset on this October 20th, I think it's a month, it's good for a month. So this was the last meeting we were gonna have before this work that he did expired. The second thing, this looks like it would be from AT&T, and at first I thought it was, but it's not. It's from MD7, which I believe is another company similar to this Landmark Dividend. And they're indicating in essence that, okay, AT&T is gonna have to look for Plan B if you don't give us some better terms. So, and we can't do that overnight, so if you're not gonna give us better terms, we need 3 years to find an alternate location that's gonna be cheaper to us. So therefore, you guys need to make some decisions by January 1st. And what they want is a rent reduction from the over 22 they're paying to $16,003, commencing immediately, with that increasing every 5 years, starting with 2020. And more troubling to me is, if you had time to look at expansion of permitted use, expansion of the premises and things like that, what they're saying is, we want to be able to add things as we choose, and you can't charge us more, and you can't tell us no, and none of that stuff is even remotely acceptable to me. And again, what we did, there's companies that work for ProTech that do this stuff, and these guys do conferences that lead things, and this third thing is from Michael Watson. He's one of the preeminent experts in this type of thing. If the city gets to the position where we are negotiating a lease, Mike's thought is it might be a good idea to tap into these guys, because they do this for a living, to get the most we can out of it. But his initial thought is the same as mine: reject the one, and oh, by the way, what these guys are doing is they're being paid by AT&T, and if they can get you to bite, they're gonna get paid commission on that for anything they save the company. And so I think my recommendation is that we decline this offer. We're just not interested in this type of a setup, and we basically tell this company that we're just not willing to renegotiate the terms at this time.
Motion to that effect?
I'll make a motion to that effect if we use it.
Second.
Any other discussion?
I need a little bit more wording to that motion.
Motion is to decline the offer to renegotiate on behalf of AT&T with MD7, and to simply decline the offer from Landmark Dividend.
Thank you.
Further discussion? Roll call, please.
And who was the second?
That was Scott.
Noah?
Yes.
Adair?
Yes.
Bayless?
Yes.
McLennan?
Yes.
Solak?
Yes. Last item of new business. Last meeting, we approved franchise agreement with Consumers Energy, operate within the city. We do need to set a public hearing for that, setting that for 7 p.m. on December 5th. It's our next scheduled council meeting.
I'll make a motion.
Your support?
I'll support it.
And motion to support to set a public hearing on Consumers Energy franchise for 7 p.m. December 5th.
7 p.m.
7 p.m. If there's no discussion, roll call please.
Adair?
Yes.
Bayless?
Yes.
McLennan?
Yes.
Noah?
Yes.
Solak?
Yes. Any other business? Madam Chair?